When you're a first-time home buyer in Singapore, it's easy to get lost in the options. And you're probably wondering whether you should get an EC or a private condo. Don't worry, I got you covered.
So the big question is this: how busy professionals and homeowners like us make six-figure profits from the property we own safely by doing it with research, data, and numbers. How do we buy in a way without complications and half-guessing, regardless of the market conditions, and still remain profitable? That is the question. Here, I will share with you exactly what we do and how we do it. My name is Edmund Tan, and welcome to Singapore Real Estate Insider.
Welcome to Singapore Real Estate Insider. I am Coach Edmund Tan. Now, before we compare each of these two, it would be best to know what they have in common. The similarities. Both EC and private condos are quite similar in terms of structure and facilities they offer. They both provide round-the-clock security, swimming pools, tennis courts for some, landscape areas, gyms, clubhouse, and other amenities. Additionally, both EC and private condos are sold and marketed by private real estate developers or home builders. They are popular options among home buyers and property investors. The significant difference between them in terms of eligibility, pricing, subsidies, amenities, and potential for capital gains. First, let's talk about EC. The government subsidized them to provide affordable housing to middle-class sandwich Singaporean citizens and PRs who earn more than the ceiling salary of HDB qualifiers, but not too much as to earn a private property. It is, as they said, the best of both worlds. ECs offer an attractive combination of subsidized pricing of private housing and the quality of life in a private condominium. Under a purchasing perspective, buying an EC during its launch is like purchasing a government-subsidized property with an all-condo-like facilities at a discounted price. Although private real estate developers build and sell executive condos, the Singapore government subsidizes the cost of land. This is why ECs are generally 25% to 30% more affordable than private condos of similar size and location.
So for instance, EC for 2-bedroom range from $945,000 to $1.1 million, and for a 3-bedroom unit, it ranging from $1.2 million to $1.5 million. So for the condo 3-bedroom, it range from $1.4 million and beyond. So if you're looking for a property below $1.5 million, executive condo is a better choice to start looking.
In addition to that, it makes sense for first-timers to go for an EC before moving on to private housing, as they may be eligible for CPF housing grants ranging from $10,000 to even $30,000. To be eligible for an EC, you need to remember two things. One, you should not own any other property at the same time of purchase, and two, meet certain income restrictions. So EC comes with a 5-year minimum occupant period, during which you are not allowed to sell or rent out the entire unit. After the MOP, EC transited to private properties and restrictions were lifted. EC offer facilities similar to private condos, such as swimming pools, gyms, recreational areas, and are generally priced 25 to 30% lower than private condos of similar size and location. On the other hand, private condos have no nationality or income restrictions, and anyone can purchase them, including foreigners. Private condos offer more luxurious features and amenities, prime locations, and greater flexibility in ownership and usage. However, they don't receive government subsidies, and buyers cannot access CPF housing grants. There are no MOP restrictions, and owners can rent out or sell the unit immediately after purchase. But they come with a higher maintenance cost and property tax. Private condos are generally more expensive than ECs due to the absence of government subsidies and the premium associated with prime locations. The main differences between ECs and private condos relate to the original selling price and the rules and regulations that apply to each property type. Private condos are owned privately, and as such, they have fewer government restrictions than HDB flats, which are private housing. Private condos can be sold to Singaporeans, PRs, and foreigners. They can also be rented out for a minimum of 3 months as opposed to 6 months for HDB flats. On the other hand, EC starts as public housing and are subjected to restrictions set by the government as well as the HDB. EC buyers must comply with a 5 years minimum occupancy period, during which they cannot rent out the entire EC, sell the EC via the open market, or purchase any private property in Singapore or abroad. After the MOP, the EC can be sold only to Singapore citizens and PRs. After 10 years, the unit can be sold to foreigners. At this point, an EC becomes fully privatized and is treated as a private condo. Although this may not be obvious at the start of this video, one of the major differences is the pricing. Despite the 5 years MOP, ECs are 25% to 30% more affordable than private condos of similar size and location.
Prices of new or off-plan executive condo range from $1,200 per square foot to $1,400 per square foot, which works out to the range of $945,000 to $1.1 million for the 2-bedroom unit, to even up to $1.5 million for 3-bedroom unit. In comparison, a 3-bedroom private condo can fetch $1.8 million and above.
ECs are considered public housing from the start, so buyers can reduce the selling price even further by taking advantage of their CPF housing grants between $10,000 to $30,000 depending on their eligibility. Given the lower cost and grants, more Singaporeans purchase an EC rather than a private condo. Due to their lower selling price, ECs typically have more significant potential for capital appreciations than private condos. However, please note that there is still a possibility for lower price gains as EC developments are usually located far from the city centres and the MRT stations. So, which one has better income potential? Regarding investment considerations, ECs may offer the potential for capital appreciation, especially after the MOP period, while private condos in prime locations may have higher resale value. Summarizing everything that we have gone through, ECs are suitable for middle-income individuals seeking affordable home ownership, while private condos cater to those with a higher budget and prioritize premium features. EC buyers face restrictions on selling to non-citizens during the initial 10 years, while private condos have no such limits, providing more flexibility. ECs may be considered for long-term home ownership, taking advantage of potential price appreciation, while private condos may attract investors looking for immediate flexibility and higher-end features.
Hey, have you subscribed to our channel yet? Come on, help us here by clicking on the bell notification. This will help us a lot.
As to answer the question, which one has better potential? It will depend on your eligibility, budget, and location preferences. If you are a middle-income individual looking for an affordable option, an EC may be better for you. Still, there's more to be said about other factors, such as location, demand, and your long-term goals. That may also lead you to benefit more from a private condo. So if you need help figuring out where to start in your property portfolio, Singapore Real Estate Insider is here for you. Our research and data-backed services are dedicated to helping busy professionals like yourself make informed decisions and maximize your profits. With our proven the REI method, you can rest assured that you're making the right investment choices and securing your financial future. So contact us today and take the first step towards success together with us.